What I do know is Microsoft is doing their best to get back into the fight. So much so that they're looking for feedback from you, the player. And recently, Microsoft launched an Xbox player voice portal to listen closely to player feedback. Fans immediately asked for great game exclusives. Shout out to EJ with the sub, appreciate it. It's been roughly 3 months since Miss Asha took over Xbox, and changes to corporate and business direction haven't stopped coming. From scraping this is the Xbox ad to dropping some scrapping, my bad. This is an Xbox ad to dropping the Xbox Game Pass prices in exchange for new Call of Duty titles not being on the service day one. Today's Xbox is already feeling different. However, Xbox leadership knows the work is only starting and is closely monitoring player feedback via the newly launched Xbox Player Voice. The Reddit-like player forum allows users to bitch and moan. Users to quickly share their thoughts on the direction of the overall brand and features they'd like to see. We must assume the moderation has been effective so far, as most suggestions seem sensible. In any case, Microsoft is telling everyone to avoid sharing your personal info, since everyone can see, upvote, and comments on the post. This is the stuff I like to see, but I see gamers ruining it by trolling and shit. I was about to actually click this and see what it actually looks like, because I haven't actually seen it. The most boosted comment to date, with over 6,000 upvotes so far, asked for exclusives in all caps, explaining Xbox was built off of great game exclusives. I agree. And underlying selling consoles is harder, without a reason to buy the console compared to your competition, which is very interesting, because the Xbox community is demanding Xbox have more exclusives, bringing back exclusives, period. Meaning they want to buy the exclusives, because it's just interesting to hear, because we know PlayStation niggas, they don't buy exclusives. The Xbox crowd may be smaller, but they're saying if you guys had exclusives, we would love to support. Unlike the Sony ponies, who love Fortnite, Call of Duty, and everything else in between this live service. Of course, the comments section isn't all applause, with some players pointing out no amount of exclusives is going to get millions of us to budge and buy overpriced single-purpose hardware that's inflexible. Other requests that people seem to be which is true. I think for the next Xbox, it needs to be priced competitively. I also think they should do away with the S series. The Xbox Series S is good in idea, like they were trying to be helpful, but the reality is that it holds gaming back. I mean, it's just a PlayStation 4 Plus. I mean, just have one piece of hardware and price it competitively. Other requests that people seem to be backing are the return to backwards compatibility efforts and making online multiplayer free to access and separate from Game Pass subs. The later point is an interesting one, as Sony has just announced PlayStation Plus prices are going up for new subscribers. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if some of you will agree, but I don't think it would be like a key selling point, but I do think that they would sell more Xboxes if they made Xbox Live free. The problem is Xbox Live has never been free. Matter of fact, it was the first console to go online and charge. But if they made Xbox Online free, I do think some people who only play live service games like 2K, your Maddens, your Call of Duties, I do think that at bare minimum, they would consider jumping over. If they have no interest in PC, because PC Online is free too. So if this person is a primarily console-only gamer, I do think some of these live service birds would consider jumping to Xbox if the online is free, because saving money is saving money as far as I'm concerned. If it was free, I would. I just say that. Not to mention, not everybody will agree, but I think there's a good amount of people that agree out there. Xbox has the best controller on the market, so it's not like people don't want to use your controller. Other requests that people seem to be backing are the return to backwards. As a reminder, Project Helix is exploited. Oh, they're just yapping at this point. Let me actually look at this. This is first of all, this is a W from Xbox. Let me rephrase that. This is a lowercase W. I'll give them the capital W if they actually start to implement some of the feedback. Now, obviously, because they're talking to millions of Xbox fans at once, or gamers as a whole, they cannot implement every suggestion, nor should they, because some of you guys are dumb as fuck. I'm going to be honest. But the posts that are going viral, like this one that has the biggest one that has 6,000 thumbs up with the exclusives, clearly that seems to be a general consensus from the community. They need to have somebody dedicated to being on these forums and finding the general consensus on certain things and they need to implement those. If they do this, I feel like the community will rally behind them. Like, wow, they're actually listening to what I want as a gamer versus just being an evil corporation that raises their prices every other month, spends $200 million on live service games that nobody asked for. I feel like that part gets lost in translation, you know? All these Concord jokes that everybody throws left and right. Let's not forget that it was Sony that believed in them. Sony deserves just as many jokes. The same company that said that the reason we're removing PC game, our exclusives, our console exclusives off the PC is because PC doesn't sell well, even though a year ago they said it sells great. Fresh off the heels of Sorrow selling next to nothing. Because the Sony ponies don't actually buy any fucking exclusives, bro. What else they got? So this is actually changed. So yeah, this is the top one with 10,000 exclusives, backwards compatibility, make online free access, achievements. So wait, 1, 2, 3. The fourth most upvoted conclusion is Xbox players want to see something with achievements. What is the suggestion? You guys have already done a cracking job with achievements thus far, but there's something I do wish there was a little different. I feel the achievement list should have a separate category for its DLC. For example, I originally 100% games like High on Life and Dead Island 2, but when the DLC releases, it shoots down from 100% and I lose the feeling of completion. To add to this, because I completely forgot until I read the comments from this amazing community, but yes, a badge for 100% completing a game would be amazing. A lot like how Steam has a section for completed games. Okay, this is not the most like important thing to me, but like I understand where they're coming from. If you're like an achievement whore, shout out to all the achievement whores in the chat, man. What else we got? Xbox Game Pass Family Plan. Back to Brazil. Allow disc-based games with Project Helix. Xbox avatars. Playtime from days to hours. Yeah. HDR dashboard. Didn't there used to be like points earned via Game Pass that you could use for stuff? I believe like little avatar stuff, I think. A family plan for households with 3 or more consoles would be amazing. 2 or more for sure. Yeah, like why does it need to be 3? It should be 2. If it's priced correctly, I agree. They should have been had this. I'm surprised. I'm on that YouTube Premium family plan. Shout out to me. Xbox family plan, that should be a thing. That could be a way for them to make more money if it's priced correctly. Xbox should bring back a focus on avatars again. Avatars on the 360 gave a sense of identity and uniqueness to the ecosystem. They give a good sense of individualism and customization to the platform. Games can also feature avatars again, like in the 360 days. The avatar store can be fixed and add new things to it too. Avatar awards could also make a comeback by getting rewards for said avatars by accomplishing something within the games. Yeah, like if your avatar has like a rare hat or t-shirt from like doing something in the game. I don't really care about Xbox avatars coming back. My thing is, if you do bring it back, don't bring it back the way it was. Like have it the way it was, but actually add stuff to it. Like Xbox should do their own version of PlayStation Home. Like imagine having a free-to-play Xbox avatar game where you could load in with your Xbox avatar and just go and talk and socialize with people. Yo, anybody in here play 2K? You trying to party up? Some shit like that. Just a way to like make friends. Like they got to do something to make it different. I don't want the Xbox 360 era again. We've already passed that, man. Soros would have probably done really well on PC. Weird move by Sony. Agreed. Because Soros is a bullet hell game. It's very niche, and those more niche games, PC gamers tend to be the most inclined to try. I mean, we had the numbers at the end of 2025 when they showed the most played Xbox, PlayStation, and PC games. Xbox and PC were pretty much, Xbox and PlayStation were pretty much the same. It's just where the most played games slotted. So like Roblox might have been number 5 on Xbox, but then it was number 1 on PlayStation or number 2 or something like that. But they were pretty much the same games. But PC was wildly different. Played a lot of different games. So like Soros would have definitely benefited in itself. They would have easily cracked $1 million if it was on PC. They afraid of fucking money, bro. Sony afraid of money. And you know the worst part too? Instead of just leaving the games on PC, their solution was, let's not forget a few weeks ago, an article came out and said, one of Sony's backup plans, if things don't work out the way that they want, is they're going to start charging you their current PlayStation audience more. And I mean, we're seeing it already. They're acting on it. They just raised the price of PS Plus. Do you do what PS Plus does or was doing with every game you buy? You get points you can use to purchase games instead of using money. I don't feel like most companies are gonna do that just because like it's not gonna make them money. But like free Avatar stuff, I can see that working. And Forza is doing really good on PC. Facts. Forza is going crazy. I think they hit like a 300,000 or something like that. Let's see, Steam DB. Forza 6. So Forza officially is out right now. Yeah, it peaked at 273,000 on Steam alone. PC gamers buy fucking games, bro. I predict it's gonna go a higher peak because it's only been out for a day officially. For a racing game, that's crazy. What else we got? What else? Playtime from days to hours. Hello, can you please add an optional feature for playtime when we want to see how many hours we spent on a game? Not the most important thing, but I agree. I'd prefer to see hours over days. HDR dashboard. Please make the HDR, the dashboard HDR so my TV will stop freaking out when I have to quick resume. This should be at the bottom of the barrel. Most y'all niggas ain't got HDR TVs. Shout out to T-Dubs with the sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, some of this stuff is interesting that they're requesting. But at bare minimum, I will say this is really cool that they have a feedback portal. Expand Xbox Play anywhere for older games. Reinstate the FPS boost program. Lower the price of the systems. 100% achievement reward. Please remove ads from the home screen. Yes. See, like all this dumb shit that they fucking asking for. Yes. This should be higher up. No ads. If you paid $500 for a console, you should not see ads. Give us the ability to stream on YouTube. I'm surprised this is not a feature. I mean, I'm pretty sure Twitch is built in. Why is YouTube not there? Legacy achievements. I heard another studio is working on Infamous. I seen some stuff, but there was nothing credible. Allow Xbox to record voice chat and clips on my console. That could get sticky as long as it's a permission-based thing. Cavs are running away. Let's see, what's the score? Yeah, Knicks deserve to lose, but come on, Knicks, man. We can't let Cleveland win. You get the idea. If you guys want to give feedback, if you want to check out the new Xbox Player Voice forum, very old school. I'll drop the link in the chat. Yo, shout out to Glowlux with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you. He said your story on how you got better at reading inspired me to try something with my 7th graders. I gave them an end of the year report on their book and their reading comprehension, and now versus start of the year is night and day. Shout out to them. Nah, shout out to my teacher that taught me that shit. That said that. First of all, I appreciate the super chat and the words, but that was my teacher that just. Shout out to the teacher who taught me. The most important thing is read. Read what you fucking interested. We're at a point where like people don't even read the fucking news anymore, bro. They read the headline and then they try to come in here and debate me on a topic they didn't even fucking read about. So like if the news is your thing, I would say if you're gonna go the news route, you know, try to read more meaty news like the New York Times or some shit like that. They write proper articles, not just like quick hit shit, but like, yeah, we at that point. So that's why I'm not gonna let nobody make fun of nobody in the chat, because somebody tried to do that like a few months ago when somebody was like, you can read comic books to get better at reading. That's not real reading. Shut up, nigga. Hear that shit. I appreciate you. I'm gonna take a picture of that shit. Hold on. I gotta take a screenshot of that shit. That comment, I appreciate the super chat. That's about to piss my girl off. She hate when y'all show love. Matter of fact, let me copy this link. Oh shit. Let's see, say this shit as a PNG. Appreciate it. Oh shit. W super chat. Hold on, let's see. Close that. Read more independent media type shit. Kai Cenat helping all the children left behind. Yeah, that's why I didn't make fun of Kai Cenat. Like, what do I think there's some truth to what he was doing was a little performative? Sure. But if he gets one more person to read more, I'm not going to be opposed to it just because it's a little performative. There's other reasons that's not a reason to hate somebody, bruh, because they're being a performative reader. You just fucking laugh and keep it moving. But apparently certain books are written in ways that help you become a better reader, like children's books and comics and shit like that. Tight shit. Shout out to you. W, hit it again. W teacher too, because he changed up the curriculum. W teacher. PS5 is for payers. Just 18% think that PS Plus Essential is good value or from their money in 2026. I saw a video about you today. It makes me appreciate watching you all these years. I appreciate it, Miles. Was it a good video? You said a video about me. Was it a good video? We got some bad news from PlayStation Nation. Later this week, Sony will make some small pricing adjustments to its 1 month and 3 month PS Plus Essential tiers, which will see the price increase marginally for new customers. As I noted in an article overnight, I think this move is designed to make the annual subscription look more attractive, as that's not changing. Clearly, Japanese giants want to stop customers from bouncing around, picking up petty little subs here and there. But the manufacturer's own messaging on this got ratioed pretty hard on Twitter, with prominent user Videotech declaring it should be free to play online games without paywalls in 2026. Guys, it is. It's called PC gaming. I don't know why this is such a hard concept for people to understand, but if you can save $500 for a new console, you can save $1,000. It will take a little bit longer. I acknowledge that. I'm not downplaying that. But if you're willing to delay your gratification and sell and save up like $1,200, you can get a gaming PC where the online is free and the games are not cheaper, but significantly cheaper. You will be able to play games that you wanted to play, but maybe couldn't afford because a Steam sale happens every 5 seconds. Now, why does that matter? The point I'm trying to make is, yes, the cost to get into PC gaming is a little bit higher, but in the long run, you will say you are spending more on your console. This is why I think it's funny when people bring up PC gaming is expensive. It's an expensive upfront cost, but you save more money in the long run because you don't pay for online and the games are cheaper. It's crazy. That's why I took your advice last year, and that's why I saved up and got the Ghost of the PS5. You don't gotta play it day one, and you get more value. And while members already committed to annual subs will be unaffected here, it's raised questions about whether the PS Plus Essential is worth it in 2026, which, by the way, you can use whatever controller you want too. If you like Xbox, use that. If you like the PS5, use it. You can use whatever controller you want. We ran in a poll in the aftermath of the announcement, and just 18% of you agreed it's good value for your money. 19 said they're not sure, while an eye-opening 64% of you said it's not worth it. So people asked, this website asked, is the price hike worth it? And the majority of you said no. Now, to be fair, only 1,500 people voted in this. This is their readers. Granted, this is a PlayStation leaning website. This is a PlayStation biased website. It's called Push Square, but they only polled 1,500 people. It's not a big data sample. Maybe if they polled 1 million people, I take this a little bit more seriously, because if they polled 1 million people, most of them might say they don't care. But based off the sample size, a lot of you are saying that you don't care. But because this is a PlayStation leaning website, meaning most of the readers are probably PlayStation fans, I'm gonna say there might be some merit to this data. And say, okay, well, if only 18% of you say that it's worth it, the price hike, and 64% of you say no, what I'm not sure is basically a no. Damn near over like 80% of y'all are saying no. How many of you are gonna actually vote for it with your wallet? Because just because they raised the price does not mean you have to buy it. How many of you actually, friendly reminder, the average gamer is 36 years old. How many of you are going to actually act your age? You wouldn't overpay for a car. You wouldn't overpay for a meal. But for some reason, you'll overpay for this PlayStation. I will never understand it. I picked up Dead is Disco after hearing y'all talk about it on the pod. I've been beating niggas up to SZA. That shit fire, ain't it? That shit fire. I feel like that's a really good, like, just get off of work and beat shit up game. Just turn your brain off, man. I actually think the monthly games have been excellent lately, as this year alone we've gotten 9 Souls, Monster Hunter Rise, and okay, that's for you. Okay, listen, this is so funny. Even though his audience says they don't fuck with the price hike, This is how you know this is a PlayStation leaning website, not just because it's called Push Square. He still defends the price hike. I don't think the price hike is that bad because in the past month, we've got Nine Souls, Monster Hunter, and Disney. Newsflash, Push Square. You may play those games, but the average Sony pony doesn't play this shit. Matter of fact, I go as far as to say the average Sony pony would call Disney Epic Mickey Rebrush corny. That shit corny, bro. That shit don't got no gun. This nigga got a fucking paintbrush. Art. Nine Souls, they don't know what that is. Monster Hunter, nigga, I'm a monster in the paint. I got to paint monster in 2K. They not playing this shit, so they don't care. So to them, the price hike is for no fucking reason. It doesn't matter that the shit is fucking free if they're not interested in it, bruh. But I think this era of ever increasing prices, there's a general frustration about being squeezed. Everything is getting more expensive, including console prices, and I think customers are just getting tired of it. Sony also didn't help itself at times. Cloud saves are advertised as one of the main features for PS Plus Essential, but I think fans expect some form of feature to be available for the free days. Perhaps the solution here is to offer a small amount of space for free. Nah, the solution is don't raise the price, because this price hike is bullshit. This is a digital thing. It has nothing to do with what's going on in the world. They're just trying to squeeze you and take advantage of the fact that, what I say earlier, we've reached a point where people are reading so little, the only thing they read is the headline. They don't even read the article. So I guarantee you some people read the article. I know this sounds crazy, because if you're in this chat, you probably read more than the average. But some people probably read the headline of they're raising the price of the PlayStation Plus Essential and thought to themselves, oh, it must be the war in Iran. It must be the tariffs. Like, what the fuck? That's interesting, though. I would love to see if anybody from Push Square, Sammy Barker, you should do another poll for the PlayStation Army and ask them, okay, we understand a lot of you guys don't like the price hike. How many of you are actually going to stop paying for it? That's the real data we need. That's the real data we need. Because I got to guess on what it is. More devastating Sony news. You know, it's funny too. Somebody's going to watch this video when I upload it to YouTube and they're going to swear I hate PlayStation. Nah, I got a PS5 Pro right here and a PS5. I got two PS5s and one in my living room, bro. I don't hate Sony. I'm just reporting the news. Like, somebody left a comment on the latest podcast. I'm so tired of y'all talking about AI this, AI that. There was like 4 articles we covered about what's going on, AI related stuff in the gaming industry. One of them was really important with the Liza P studio, NeoWiz. You guys wanted a weekly gaming podcast and you're upset that I'm covering every piece of major gaming news. It's the only way that we can do the show weekly. I got to keep up with everything. So no, I don't hate anything. I'm just reading the fucking article and assessing it. Want to be ignorant about real life shit, then you want to also be ignorant about fucking gaming shit. I don't like, what do you want? Unironically, geopolitics conflicts will drive up the cost in other industries, but yeah, those price hikes, not in this one though. It would raise the price if something was like physical though. Who the fuck said that? I saw it in the comment section. I just rolled my eyes. I was like, are you fucking serious, man? You gotta feel like, just because you know you're apathetic about things doesn't mean the rest of the world is. Like Sony PlayStation accounts are reportedly being hacked with ease. Reports are flooding in that PlayStation users are allegedly having their PSN accounts hacked, and the workaround for this worryingly easy, which could be something Sony needs to address immediately. Sony has a history of being hacked, by the way. A flood of Sony and PlayStation news has hit the headlines as of late. PlayStation is exploring the revival of older IPs, and PlayStation Plus's price is increasing. These points, both good and bad, pale in comparison to the idea of your PSN account being compromised. Awareness of the issue first came to light when Colin Molinari, the self-proclaimed godfather of the PlayStation podcast, posted on Twitter about it. The former IGN editor and founding Kinda Funny member, Moriarty, was given an eye-opening message from a user. Colin, I'm just warning you, they have your information and they're going to try to take your account today. This came into fruition and then Colin's account was hacked. My PSN account was hacked, seemingly as part of an ongoing sophisticated series of moves against both random and prominent users. Indeed, I was told by someone a few days ago that I was going to be targeted, and he was right. Damn, so not only do Sony ponies hack Sony accounts more than they buy games. That's crazy. That's what I got out of this. These niggas hate playing fucking single player, story-driven games so much, they learned how to code and hack PlayStation accounts. Ain't that crazy? They said, we know how to play fucking Madden and hack. Thankfully, after this PlayStation, after his PlayStation context, he's been able to retrieve his account, but not all may be this fortunate. Yeah, because he's popular, basically. So he got his account back. On Twitter, Mr. Poll shares some details discussing the incredible small amount of details required to infiltrate a PSN account right now. Only your PSN ID and one piece of an old transaction data are needed by the hacker. The hacker then contacts Sony support and provides the information as proof of ownership. Sony support system then bypasses standard protocols and let the hacker change the email address linked to the account. This also disables two-step verification. So translation. If anybody has ever seen like your purchase history and they got like a screenshot of it, they could use it to call Sony and hack your account. Do not be sharing your personal information. I don't know why you'd be doing this in the first place, but don't be sharing your purchase history with anybody or any type of information. And maybe even change your password just to be safe. Didn't this happen earlier this year? I don't remember, but what I do remember is Sony servers do tend to be held together with bubblegum and toothpicks and shit, so this doesn't surprise me. There are other examples of this. Is likely considered a more high-profile target, and it probably doesn't help that he has his PSN ID in his bio. Yeah, that doesn't help. If you do something similar, you might as well want to consider hiding this. For accounts that I care about, like when it comes to like online stuff, I always tie emails to it that nobody knows. Like none of my accounts are tied to any of my public information because I just don't want people touching my shit. Be smart, man. Cybersecurity type shit. Yeah, at bare minimum, maybe change your PSN password if you got PlayStation, just to be safe, because these niggas is wilding out here. Nintendo news. Nintendo announces a new mobile game that turns your selfies into mini games. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Fresh off the release of a brand new console with a lack of new games and a remake of a remake that was just announced for Star Fox, still no Dust Bloods gameplay, we are now getting a new mobile game. Nintendo has a new mobile game on the way, which will turn your selfies into quirky WildWare-esque mini games. The game is called Picto Nigga, I don't know, and will release on May 28th for Android and for iOS. And Picto Nigga was co-developed by Intelligent Systems, the studio behind WildWare series of games, and the influence is clear from the minigames Nintendo has teased so far. The main difference is that Picto Nigga's minigames pull faces from your photo, warping real people into absurd minigames. Okay, let's see.
Picto Nigga!
I swear to God, I did not read this article or watch this video before this stream. I told y'all I worked out early today. I was tired. I almost didn't even fucking stream, but I said let me be consistent. I said Picto Nigga because I just couldn't pronounce this shit. I was like, what the fuck? Y'all know I struggle to say certain things. That damn near sounded like Picto Nigga. That's Nintendo. That's crazy.
Picto Nigga!
Hey, chat.
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off stream.
Dear Nintendo, you guys just launched a new console 6 months ago, the Nintendo Switch 2. Do you remember that? Yeah, you guys haven't dropped any games. Any games that anybody cares about, at least. I mean, you dropped Donkey Kong when it first came out. That Mario Kart shit was ass. We don't care about no fucking open world. Metroid was a dud. You guys remember Metroid 4? Remember that? The game where you had to buy an amiibo to get the music? And that Squid Kid game is mad niche. Y'all need some bangers on the Switch 2, man. There's nothing to play on that platform right now. You just announced a remake of a remake with ugly Star Fox. You made my nigga Star Fox chopped, man. He's chopped. He's chopped. Can we get some games for the Switch 2 so maybe I can get excited? Because I said, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or something, but the Switch 2 is the first console in a long time where I feel like I'm just not excited for it. And as somebody who's a super hardcore gamer, I've always been there day one. I'm like, oh, I got to get the new console. Like every time I went to Costco like 3 days ago, walked past the Switch 2 section, didn't feel compelled to buy one. Not even you should have me at the point where I'm in the store and like I feel tempted to spend money, but I know I can't afford it. And then one day I break down and just impulse buy it. I don't feel the need to do that. Speaking of fucking up, Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is addressing cheaters by making things worse for everyone. Yeah, that price tag plus the game's making it hard to pick up, especially because it's already underpowered. It's a PS4 Pro. I don't want a handheld. I don't want a PS4, period. I don't want a handheld PS4 either. But at bare minimum, if you want me to buy it, can we get some good first-party games? Where's Zelda? Where's Mario? I wanted a new Star Fox. Maybe some new IPs. Can we get a sequel to that damn Platinum Games game where you could control the robot dog? I forgot the name of it, but that shit was fire on the Switch one. Arc Raiders remains one of the most popular games in the ever-growing extraction shooter genre. Sure, there's some new contenders in the market. Astro Chain. Yeah, can we get Astro Chain too? Market like far, far west, but you can easily argue that Arc Raiders is still the head honcho in town. With all that attention, naturally comes people looking to get an edge in any way they can, and sadly, this means cheaters. Cheaters and Arc Raiders have actually been a problem for longer than most realize. Embark Studios has been trying to combat them for a while, including testing a kernel-level anti-chat to improve detection and precision and identifying cheaters. I find it very fascinating that, like, in this era where live service games dominate, on the PS5 last year, 9 of the top 10 games were live service games. Same thing with the Xbox. I find it very fascinating in this era where people are just gluttonous for live service bullshit. These people who are making these live service games do not prioritize gameplay security. You know you want to make a lot of money off microtransactions, but you don't want to provide a fun, competitive, and fair experience. I feel like if at bare minimum, first, because I think live service games are the devil. I'm sick of them. But at bare minimum, especially Sony, because we know you want 100 million thousand of these things. If you want more live service, at the root of the development, the very beginning, could there be a strict focus on anti-cheat? I guarantee you guys would make more money. Sadly, as anyone who plays a live service game knows, it always feels like the cheaters are one step ahead of the developers. It's a delicate game of whack-a-mole where you have to punish the cheaters while keeping the honest gamers out of the crossfire. They're not content with this technology, though, and they're taking things up a notch at the risk of the entire player base. As part of the upcoming 1.29 patch, Embark confirms they're adding de novo anti-cheat as early as today for a limited player pool. After closely monitoring the situation, there are plans to expand to its wider player base. The word de novo is something of a boogeyman in the industry due to issues stemming from its DRM system, and many honest Linux players are nervous about what this means for them. I'm a PvE player, no reason for cheats or anything. De novo has had a bad reputation for creating a mess of performance and stability, so now I'm sweating of what might break when I wake up, said one nervous player. And exactly, for those who don't know, de novo is the biggest name in terms of DRM. It's designed, digital rights management. It's designed to stop people from stealing games, and they also have an anti-cheat thing. The problem with it is it's famously, because it now means there's another program going to be, whenever you boot up, if you're not familiar, whenever you boot up Arc Raiders, there will now be another program running in the background known as de novo, basically searching for cheaters within your game. But the problem with it is it stresses out CPUs. So potentially, especially people who have a PC that's on the edge, you know, maybe a mid-tier PC and they need all the performance they can get, it could potentially fuck up the experience for everybody. It's been known to cause blue screens and crashes. So potentially Arc Raiders could turn your PC into a nuclear bomb. Deadass all that money and no team for admin. Yeah, I think that's the worst part, right, Kage? Live service games make the most money in the industry. They have the most money to invest back in their platform. You waited till after the launch to try to stick a band-aid on this shit when it should have been thought about from the, because you can't stop it 100%. But I guarantee if you think about it from the get-go, you'll be in a much better space. An example being, and I'm not saying Battlefield 6 doesn't have any cheaters, but what I will say is Battlefield 6 is the first shooter I feel like I played in a while where, like, for the most part, I'd say 99% of the time, I didn't feel like I was getting cheated. Regardless of how you feel about the game, I felt like it was a fun, and it's because it came with the anti-cheat. It did blow up some people's PCs, but it was clear that, like, that was a thing for them. You doing this afterwards is fucking crazy. And I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, this is a $30 game. This game was a $30 game by choice. This game had AAA backing. Because that's what some of you that don't know shit about gaming are gonna say. Oh, it's a $30 game. Maybe they couldn't afford to put proper security in the game. No, Nexon is the publisher of this game. Is it Nexon or NetEase? I believe it's Nexon. Arc Raiders, publisher. Both make money. Who's publishing Arc Raiders? Yeah, Nexon. Nexon has hella money. They had the money to do this. It just wasn't in the plans. Battlefield 6 devs put anti-cheat first, and you could tell folks can stop cheat. Folks can't stop cheating. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So to me, this just says that, you know, it wasn't even a fucking thought. The best anti-cheats will access your PC on a kernel level. Your data won't be safer. Yeah, there's always a trade-off. There's always a trade-off. My thing is, like, if you wanted to do that, then you should have did it in the beginning, because now they're going to try to have to. The reason I say it should be at the root of the planning, because then it'll be properly coded in. Now they're going to try to finagle this shit in, and that could potentially cause more issues. That means there could be more bugs and glitches. I'm not going to wish that upon the game, but like, you shouldn't be trying to patch something as important as this into the game later. It just doesn't make any sense, man, because now you got to finagle the code. What a chaos. Other news, Street Fighter 6's next update is adding new Avatar game modes. Ahead of the release of Ingrid and Street Fighter 6 next week, Capcom has announced new modes for the title. This includes a new Avatar random match and Avatar arcade mode, with both modes releasing alongside the new paid DLC character on the 28th of May. Here's a bit more about what to expect. Mix and match special moves to create a one-of-a-kind avatar with a fighting style of your very own, and take them into 2 chaotic modes to earn rewards and level up. You can even play Avatar arcade mode to strengthen your bonds with different masters by fighting them as much as you like, giving another option to unlock outfit 2 for each master. I don't know anybody who plays these fucking avatars, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not in touch with this game anymore. Avatar Arcade.
Challenger. Avatar Random Match. Here comes a new challenger.
Avatar battle surprisingly popular. Really? So it's like you can use different moves from characters. Very interesting. Yeah, it gives you more content. It's free, so I'm not gonna complain. I just didn't know people played this at all. I like free. Yeah, free is free. Got new fits too.
Avatar Arcade.
So you can fight the CPU too. It's cool to see what wacky combos you can create. I feel that. I'm definitely playing it. I feel like for like a week this would be super fun, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like after a while people will find the most optimal combos, and then people will start copying each other's builds. I've got the best build in Street Fighter 6. If you don't have these moves, you won't win. It's got a story to it.
Here comes an intruder.
I know they're just talking about Ingrid. KO. May 28th. Ingrid you gotta pay for, but the other stuff is free. PS4. I forgot this shit was on PS4. But yeah, May 28th, the update drops. If you're looking forward to it, there you go. This Lego Batman game is fire. The combat reminds me of Sleeping Dogs. You got it already? Is there an early access version? Because I thought the game don't come out to the 22nd. When did the shift to best build videos even start? I try to go in blind. Oh, when esports came about. When people realize you can make money off of playing video games, That's when everybody started sweating day one when a new multiplayer game came out. Because the reality is that most people can't make it as a content creator being interesting. You have to have an actual personality. And a lot of y'all family don't even like y'all. So like, you're not going to do that. But what everybody can do, sort of, it's easier to acquire if you put in the work, is being good at a game. So if you have godlike aim or you're super good at a fighting game, even if you don't win tournaments, you can build an audience that way, because then you become the go-to person for like the face of the community type shit. It's a way to cloud up. And then on a deeper level, although it's fun to clown that shit, on the flip side, I'd also argue the reason that so many people try to be content creators now is that they don't even have a passion for it. It has more to do with like the job market. You know, AI's taking jobs, wages are not going up. So people are looking for any way to get it in, whether it's doing some weird side work or doing something in the content creator space. Like they trying to get good at these games and make it out their mama basement, man. Because working a regular job, for some people, whatever they're doing, maybe it doesn't pay enough. But I ain't ready for that conversation, man. I ain't ready for that conversation. We got some drama on the indie side of things. Party Animals cancels AI art contest after massive backlash. The team behind the physics party brawler. And you know what's funny? Right now I'm going viral because I said on my stream like a month ago, and then I turned it into a clip that I hate friend slop games. I said friend slop games don't get enough hate. It's really crazy to me that a lot of y'all will refuse to play a quality AAA game, act like gaming is dead, but then drop $20 every week on some bullshit that you play for 3 days and that shit is garbage. And most of them all play the same. I said this genre doesn't get hated enough. Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting hated enough. It would seem your beloved indie friend slop is on that bullshit. The team behind the physics-based party brawler Party Animals has canceled their upcoming AI art contest after a wave of backlash. What? I thought it was only the AAA bigwigs that was out of touch, but the indie studio is too? Announced earlier this month, Party Animals had planned to host a contest for AI-generated videos with $75,000 USD in cash prizes. However, that's a lot of fucking money. What the hell? However, the response to this was overwhelmingly negative. Niggas hate AI so much, they said, fuck your 70K. This is due in part to AI models sourcing training data unethically, or because critics consider AI-generated content to be a form of theft. The process of creating AI-generated content relies on models that have been trained, and in some cases, the training data may have been sourced without permission. But in all cases, AI-generated content simply is a regurgitation of training data, amping the... Yeah, we get it, man. We get it. They're stealing art. And you know what? That's fair. So, matter of fact, shout out to the party animal community for standing on business. I'm gonna add something else to this, though. Not only is this stupid and unethical, shout out to them for standing on business, but how do you judge an AI art contest? Just some food for thought. I'm gonna put that out there. If everybody's just on Mid-Journey rolling the dice, how do you determine what's better than something else? Because you can't be like, oh, I like the way you did those shadows. I can tell you spent more time on it versus his shadows. You can't make that argument. Like, what are we talking? Somebody said use AI to judge it. Do we just boot up ChatGPT? Hey, nigga, which one you like? This shit is stupid across the fucking board. So once again, shout out to the party animal community, man, for standing on business. They said, man, get this shit out of here. It also goes to show you, man, sometimes money do change you. Because this little indie studio that made this dumbass game where everybody's on the stream goes, whoa, wacky and kooky. They started making a little money and they done lost their fucking mind. Yeah, it's an RNG contest. The FGC taking that 75K? Right. Hey, man, I need that, bro. I need a flight to fucking Evo so I can lose in pools. Darksiders War Mastered Edition upgrade is free on Xbox, but PS users have to pay. That's the article. That's the article. I'm not reading this shit. Yeah, so if you already got it on Xbox, you'll get a free upgrade because it's just a remake of a remake. But on PS5, you niggas got to pay. That's the article. To the soapbox. I don't know what else to say on that one. Oh, shit. I'm on the GI account. Let me switch. Any trailers I should be aware of? I fucking hate Sony. Good, we should hate them all once, human. I don't care about that. Yo, your boy Trump is wildin'. Did y'all see that this nigga is setting up reparations for J6ers? And then I just read, I put it in a group chat. I just read that the Trump administration is trying to ban the IRS from being able to audit the Trump family, bro. So he's not allowed to be investigated. You said, nigga, what? I'm being so for real. He's trying to set up a $1.8 billion fund, which, by the way, you're paying and I'm paying taxpayers' money to go to the January Sixers to defend them and like to give them reparations for their suffering. I looked this shit up. It's something you can do in November. The IRS deal already happened. I'm gonna say it. I say it on the stream every day. I'm gonna say it again. I can't say how I really feel. But if you're a real nigga, you know what I know. You know what I mean. I ain't gonna say just for the sake of, legal reasons. Yeah, L timeline. Come on, America. Come on. Everything announced at the Google I.O. in 13 minutes. Oh, I didn't know there was an event. Let's see. $1.8 billion is fucking crazy. I didn't know there was a event. Hunter Gatherers closed beta test too. I don't care about that. I don't think there's any trailers like that. It's almost June. That's when we get our real hardcore announcements. Yeah, Summer Games Fest is here, at least almost here to save us. I really don't see nothing. Yeah. All right, let's look at this shit. Let me see this. Let me see what's new with the platform. All right, let me turn this on.
It's been 10 years since we pivoted the company to be AI.
It's been 10 years since.
We now have 13 products with over 1 billion users each. Recently, Maps got its biggest upgrade in a decade, including a new feature called Ask Maps. Here's a real query from a parent.
I thought he said including a new feature called Ask Mask. Like, whoa, what phone got the ass mask, bro? Shout out to Jay, the Space Cowboy, with that the super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, I seen that shit. Unfortunately, I seen that shit. Freaky ass droid. I appreciate the super chat.
My kid just fell into the duck pond, and the wedding starts in 30 minutes. Where can I walk?
They got to get somebody else on stage. I'm not trying to be funny, but am I bugging, or did it sound like he said my dick just fell in the duck pond? Yep.
My kid just fell into the duck pond, and the wedding starts in 30 minutes. Where can I walk and buy her a new dress? People come to YouTube every day to ask a lot of questions. Ask YouTube entirely reimagined experience. Say you want to teach your 3-year-old how to ride a pedal bike, and they already know how to ride a balance bike. You'll see a couple of differences in results. Follow up with questions.
I ain't gonna hold you. If you have to ask ChatGPT to teach your child how to ride a bike, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. I would rather knock on my neighbor's door than ask ChatGPT how to fucking teach a kid how to ride a bike. Let's say you don't know how, but like that's fucking crazy.
Questions like, should I buy one with handbrakes or pedal brakes? It even lays out the information in a table, so it's easy to compare. And it'll roll out broadly in the US this summer. With Docs Live, you can just verbally brain dump whatever is on your mind and let Gemini do the rest.
So I just remembered I'm doing
Did this nigga say you can verbally brain dump?
an alumni talk for my high school's career day tomorrow. I need to come up with some talking points to explain what I do for a living as a software engineer, but I'm not really sure where to start. Maybe can you come up with some funny analogies so it'll be more of an engaging talk for the students? Oh, and also, I think the school sent me an email. I think the subject is something like career day logistics.
I'm never going to
Grab
use
details
this.
from there, throw them at the top of the doc so I know where to go and what time to get there. Let's just update those requirements and turn this straight into a draft.
Let's go ahead and skip past that. I'm never going to use it.
It's rolling out for Pro and Ultra subscribers this summer, and the same powerful voice capabilities will come to Gmail and Google Keep then too. We recently announced our 8th generation of TPUs at Cloud.
I wonder if that only works on phones or does that work on computers? Like, because he said you can brain dump. Like, what?
Next. AT is optimized for large-scale pre-training and it's nearly 3 times the raw computing power of our previous generation. We can now seamlessly distribute training across multiple sites, scaling across more than 1 million TPUs globally. TPU 8i is designed for inference.
Yeah, more powerful, more powerful. We get
Speed
it.
is pretty. It
Never
almost
gonna
goes-
use
Excited
this.
to announce Gemini Omni, our new model that can create anything from any
I'm never gonna use
Start as chains
this.
of amino acids. They fold
videos and change reality in a really fun way. You can easily
Why? Why would I ever do this? Why? This shit look like some shit a Facebook nigga would post. I'm never gonna do this. I wish these tech companies would realize this. Fuck you, Facebook niggas, bruh. This goofy ass. Like, you know what's crazy? Ethos said it on the podcast, and I agree with him. I'm not, for those that don't know my stance, I'm not 100% anti-AI. I don't fuck with the Gen AI shit when it comes to, like, you know, art, making games and shit like that. Where I do think it's useful is for like the mundane shit, maybe finding bugs in code or analyzing data. Like, I'm okay with that. This is fucking stupid. We're we're wasting water and polluting the fucking air so you can put some diamonds on your body and post it on Facebook. Yeah, like for research purposes. This is where I agree with people, and it's actually making me like, it's making me like, if I had to take the stance of tomorrow we could make this shit disappear, if I had to give up data analyzation, I would give it up. This shit is not that fucking important. This is stupid.
adjust the details and style and the whole.
Yeah, this is actual slop.
Today we're launching the first model in the Omni family, Gemini Omni Flash. It's now available across our products.
Today, I'm excited to introduce Gemini 3.5 Flash.
So like, I just want y'all to know, y'all seen it first. All the Facebook moms, they about to start throwing, and the Facebook unks about to start throwing stupid ass filters on their fucking pictures, bruh.
You can easily adjust the details and style, and the whole scene morphs into reflect.
Like, damn, bro.
And the
I
whole
wonder what it would be like if I was a church lighting decoration.
scene morphs into
Man, let me go to space, nigga. Like, there's no pointing this. Like, nigga, look, this is so stupid. The one right here. Oh shit, because I got it on
Today
fast.
we're launching, and the whole scene morphs into reflect your new idea.
Right there. Why would you AI yourself at the party? Go to the party and get some bitches, nigga. Go to the actual party. If I see you post this on social media, we're clowning you on the spot. No bitches. This what all the Facebook unks is about to start posting. Bluetooth in the ear, the jean shorts, hat to the side. Last night was a movie. That shit was AI, bro. Yeah, this is actual
Today we're
loser
launching
shit.
The first model in the Omni family, Gemini Omni Flash.
We gotta get back to
Now
shaming.
available across our products.
Today, I'm excited to introduce Gemini 3.5 Flash. We are bringing it today to developers in anti-gravity.
Using the new anti-gravity and Gemini 3.5 Flash, we asked our agent to take on what we consider to be
I'm never gonna use this.
request and process 2.6 billion tokens.
Don't
Anti-gravity
care.
ended up doing a whole host of research, ended up writing over
Oh, brother.
Helps you navigate your digital life.
Hey, I got a suggestion. Google, iPhone, Apple. How about you guys make a phone where the battery can last like 3 days without a fucking charge? That would blow my mind.
Taking action on your behalf and under your direction. It runs on dedicated virtual machines on Google Cloud, and it's 24/7. And yes, you can close your laptop.
And I want to take you into Spark.
You hear the crickets? Yeah, even the audience is like, who cares, bro?
All the different tasks that I have going on in the background. And you can see here, this is a pretty complex prompt. Spark will go through step by step.
Not using that.
So here you can see on my phone here, I'll open it up and I can go into Spark. You see both of the tasks we just went through, they sync across all
A
your
weak
devices.
battery would go
So helpful.
crazy.
We're rolling
Facts.
out Gemini Spark deliberately. The trusted testers this week, and as a beta for US Google AI Ultra subscribers next week. We're introducing a new Ultra plan for $100 a month,
Oh, brother, we're out.
Halo, which is coming later this year.
I'm excited to announce we're launching a brand new intelligent search box. Search helps you formulate your questions with AI.
If I open the Google search, I'm not asking you to tell me what to ask. I'm asking, what is going on,
powered
man?
suggestions. This
What's
goes
going
beyond
on?
autocomplete. It offers nuances that you might not have even thought to add. Now, this is the biggest upgrade to our iconic search box since its debut, over 25 years ago.
They said we're gonna remove all critical
And it's
thinking.
starting to roll out today.
Shout out to Alpha with the
It's
sub.
easier to continue the conversation with search.
I'm gonna move
On
on
the
from
main search
that.
results page to follow-ups in AI mode. And I'm excited to share this new seamless AI search experience is live today across desktop and mobile. worldwide. We're entering the era of search agents. Now, to start, you can set information agents to work.
I saw an article talking about AI is actually starting to cost companies more money than the human worker. Of course, that electric bill is going up. Of course. I saw a tweet that said that 89% of CEOs are saying that like the AI is actually causing more problems than helping. Like I feel like there's some hope core coming. We just got to be a little patient. People are starting to realize that like these CEOs, these billionaires that are producing the AI, the Sam Altmans, the Googles, the Elons, they overpromised, and we all can see with our eyes is under delivering. We thought we was about to get Detroit Become Human. We were gonna get our own robot that was gonna serve. No, that's not what this shit is, bro. This shit is a glorified Google search.
Exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, and help you take action.
What's up, buddy?
Now you'll be able to put information agents to work for you this
AI
summer.
can't replace you
Just
because
ask
you're a
search
good boy.
Keep you updated on whatever you want.
With a fat butt.
We're bringing anti-gravity and the agentic coding capabilities of Gemini 3.5 Flash right into search. So search can build you the ideal format exactly.
I hope they all go bankrupt.
We're talking dynamic layouts, interactive widgets, entire experiences, all created just for you. Generative UI with anti.
Across merchants and across services. You'll be able to add things to your cart when you're browsing search, chatting with Gemini,
They want AI to teach you how to buy something now.
watching YouTube, or even reading your Gmail. The moment you add a product, your cart goes to work for you in the background. But we're rolling out the universal cart in the US across search and the Gemini app this summer with YouTube and Gmail to follow.
We've completely redesigned the Gemini experience from the ground up. We've greeted you with a stunning new design language we call Neural Expressive. We've added fluid animations, vibrant colors, new topography, haptic feedback throughout the app. In line. And soon, personalized digest that's designed to be your first stop every morning. You can see here that it's synthesizing information from across my inbox, my calendar, my tasks. It's finding the most important things for me to be aware of.
So they're training AI services off your emails. Google will be reading all your emails and then sending it to the AI, basically.
The Daily Brief is rolling out today also.
Image creation.
I don't need you to read my emails.
That helps you create just about anything, from party flyers to infographics, with the creative controls you want. You start with
I'm never using this.
an object. Now, your agent can take multiple actions all at once. I can ask the agent to help me find the best camera angles for this scene. It analyzes what's happening in the image, concepts the most compelling angles, and then, boom, a single image becomes 16 unique videos. Now,
Never gonna do that.
process, like designing video effects, hand-drawn animations, or layering text, R&B direction. Recorded his piano creative control to help artists create original songs. One of our teammates had a piano riff in his head, so he recorded his piano into flow music and prompted it for an R&B direction. Now this.
The prompt said that they wanted an R&B beat. Like there was rhythm in that, but there was no blues in that. I don't know if y'all know that. That's what R&B stands for, rhythm and blues. Where was the blues? Like,
This isn't his final track, but it helped his band decide what to record next. All these new features in Google Flow and Google Flow Music are available today.
I'm excited to announce that our first audio glasses will arrive this fall. They are designed to give you all-day help with Gemini that is spoken into your ear privately rather than shown on a display. And these glasses let you stay hands-free and heads up for things like listening to music, taking photos, making calls, or tapping into your phone apps, all without reaching for your pocket. I'm wearing one of the Warby Parker styles, and Nishta has a pair of the Gentle Monster glasses on.
Hey, can you navigate me to the place I met my friend Gianna at last week?
Hey, Nishta. I've set your route to the Redwood Grove Nature Preserve from last week's hike. Want to add a stop on the way to grab your afternoon cold brew?
Yes,
I'm never doing that.
Gemini. I would love that. Gemini, can you actually put my usual order in at that coffee shop we just talked about?
Sure. I'll order you a nitro cold brew for pickup from Koopa Cafe on DoorDash.
Gemini is able to launch apps like...
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off
What's the
stream.
response on this? And yes, you can close your laptop would be an innovative thing so far. I love the soulless. Okay, I love the soullessness of the speakers. So this means every laptop should be equipped with a minimum of 5 terabytes of storage. RAM, so many AI, most people won't be able to keep up. That's sure a lot of AI. How should anyone know which project does what? Summary: own your own phones, laptops, and agents will be paid for in purchase. This shit boring as hell, bro. This is like this just made me want to hold on to my phone. I'm not gonna lie. That shit made me want to hold on to my phone. That did not make me want to buy it.